I don't know what kind of intro that was, but it's 7:46 on Wednesday, January 11th, 2023. We are 11 days into the new year. The most requested when I reached out and said, what do people want to see? It's a full day of eating. So I'm going to take you along with me, show you what I do, what I eat. I'm going to actually walk you through my breakfast. So let's go. And what would we do without our cup of joe? You know? I just make at home. I'm old school. Regular pot of coffee. Where are my old-fashioned people at? No Keurig, no Nespresso, just somehow I started this and it just hits. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely need my coffee. Trying to limit my intake post-show because my tolerance had gotten so high that pre-workout wasn't even working anymore. So that is a resolution. So while the oatmeal's cooking, I'll just kind of go over what I'm using. So for my oatmeal, I use this Better Oats 100 calorie packs. What I put in it is some Walden Farms pancake syrup. If you're a bodybuilder or a fitness person, you know what this is. There's no calories. There's really a lot of nothing. But it adds the flavor. It tastes like pancake syrup. And it does contain a lot of artificial ingredients, which is something I typically don't go for. But I use just a tiny bit, and it just kind of adds a little zest to it. I also put a ton of cinnamon. I just dash to my heart's desire. And then I'll add a couple packs of Stevia, and I'll add a couple packs of that. And then I do a 4th cup of blueberries. We're gonna make my eggs, which is gonna be 2 whole eggs, and then 6 tablespoons of egg whites. I just like these kind, it makes it easy. I do think when you use the egg whites out of the egg, and don't mind my hands, I did a spray tan last night on myself, but I do think when you make the egg whites from the actual egg, they taste better, but you waste that yolk. So I often use this. I'm also gonna add a full cup of spinach, get that vitamin K, which we need for healthy, overall health, and it combines with vitamin D3 and helps our bones. So we need that. I'm gonna add into my eggs garlic powder, ground cayenne pepper, salt, pepper, a tiny bit of the sriracha mayo. My friend Haley actually uses it for her chicken. Oh, my oatmeal's ready. She actually uses it for her chicken. And it's not too bad. For 1 tablespoon, 60 calories, 2 carbs, 0 protein, 6 fats. So you're really just getting your carbs from some fats. So if you can be really, just use a little bit, like maybe a teaspoon. I think if you need that extra sauce, you're good. And of course, what do you do with that Pam? We use Pam not only for cooking, but to spray our bodies down. All right, so here's my oatmeal. I've added the cinnamon and the Stevia. Next, I'm gonna add my blueberries. And then I will add this Walden Farms. I'm just gonna drizzle a little on top. A little dab will do, yeah. And voila, there's part 1. All right, now part 2 of breakfast is 2 full eggs. I'm gonna do about 6 tablespoons of liquid egg whites, which will give me an additional 10 grams of protein. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, cayenne. I love it spicy. And then just a touch of this sriracha mayo. Like I said, it's about 60 calories. It all really comes from the fat. But I use like less than a tablespoon, like almost even less than a teaspoon. I just use a little bit just for flavor. So in off season, this is all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook my eggs. I'll show you. If you don't know how to scramble an egg, reach out. Google it. It's not hard. But I'll show you. So, got my good old skillet. Spray it with my little girlfriend Pam. Pam, you're so good to me. You're so good. Crack 2 eggs. And I am not doing exact measurements right now in off season, but I know, like it's crazy when you do this for 3 or 4 years, you know what you're looking at. So I do 2 times 3 tablespoons, which equals 6. Yeah. Next, I'm gonna add about a cup of spinach on the top. And then I add my garlic powder. I think that I'm really safe from vampires because if you know me, you know garlic is life. I put it on everything. So, you know, I probably always have garlic breath. That sure is cute. Okay, cayenne. Let's turn this puppy on. You know when you hit the wrong burner? That's so annoying. Anyways, all right. Now, adding my ground pepper. Salt. How cute are these little salt shakers? They're so cute. Also, if you're in prep or off season and you're eating 1 ingredient foods, I've been doing a lot of research. Salt is your friend. Iodine is your friend. Our thyroids can get downregulated by eating so clean because we're not getting enough iodine or sodium. So if you're eating a lot of processed foods, you might be told the opposite, which is to cut your sodium. But as a clean eater, make sure that you're getting enough salt to keep you hydrated. So we're gonna cook these babies up and then I'll show you the final product. I'm shimmying today. It must be a shimmy day. Also, a little fun fact is when you cook spinach, you cook some of the properties it has that helps you, or actually inhibits you from absorbing nutrients. So when you cook out this and you really get that spinach heated up, it helps break down those things so that you get the full absorption. So, I believe it's called phytates. Correct me if I'm wrong, but phytates is what is in some vegetables that actually inhibits nutrient absorption. So when you heat it up, it removes some of that because we want to get our nutrients. So. I also wanted to show you a little fun thing I found at Costco. If you're a Costco member, they have these chicken skewers that come in a pack. I think there's maybe 12. They are so good. I looked at the macros on the back. I've thrown away the box, but literally macro friendly, honestly prep friendly. They're juicy, they have good flavor. I am gonna be eating these a ton. Any way to make my life easier and less cooking, I'm gonna do. So, Costco hack, go get them, go try them, the chicken skewers. All right, so we've got my 2 breakfast items that you all, if you've been following me long enough, know that I eat every morning. It doesn't change on or off prep. I just have added a little bit of that sriracha mayo, less than a teaspoon I would say, so maybe an extra 30 calories and 3 grams of fat. But now I'm gonna eat. I also wanted to talk about what I'm trying to help my thyroid naturally. So I've been on thyroid medication, T3 and T4 for years now. And so I've been looking into natural remedies. And like I mentioned earlier, a lot of people that eat clean, which means eat a lot of single ingredient foods, which is a lot of us, tend to have our thyroid hormone or thyroid levels downregulated. You'll notice that like after a prep, just because we're lowering calories, we're putting so much stress on our body. So I'm sure over the years of dieting, I've caused that. So thyroid might help, but my levels are still kind of low. So I did a bunch of research, and iodine and selenium help a lot of people. As long as you don't have autoimmune issues, there's certain types of thyroid disorders in which this is not helpful. However, I'm not one of those. So one of the things I'm taking is iodine. I take one of these a day. It's by Life Extensions. And I've started this protocol for about 4 days now. So I take one of these in the morning, and then I eat 2 Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts give you like over your full day of selenium that you need. They taste great, but don't eat more than 2. So I eat my 2 Brazil nuts, take my iodine, and I'll keep you guys posted on how I'm doing. I do lab work soon, so it'll be interesting to see, even if I gave enough time to, but I get lab work every few months. So I'll also mention if I feel any different. It could be placebo, but we'll see. So I'm gonna eat my breakfast. While I'm doing that, I thought I'd talk to you guys. I am kind of at a point where I am deciding if June is really reasonable. I'll tell you why. I feed Douglas to grow and grow my glutes. And that, as a natural athlete, doesn't happen overnight. So, should I do the June 10th show? Prep would start in a couple weeks. Oops. And is that a good idea? Probably not. That gives me essentially like a month and a week of an off season. So I'm even considering using this entire year as an off season. So my goals, you guys know my goals, are to go to national, to win a pro card, to compete as a pro. I'm 35 years old. I don't have all day. So I am thinking if I compete this year, it's going to be closer to the end of the year. Because I really want to give my body a chance to like eat and get in a caloric surplus. I've been dieting, honestly, for almost a year and a half. Since I had my baby, I've been trying to get the baby weight off, then I prep for a show. I've not been in a caloric surplus since I was pregnant. And your body needs at least 6 months. From one person I spoke to, it needs at least 6 months for the caloric surplus to really like hit your body and help with your muscle growth. I had a really, really hard leg day Monday. Like, I'm super sore. I never get sore anymore, which is wild. But we're trying to lift heavy, less volume. That's the name of the game. Also, like, I would love any feedback from you guys, like different ways I could cook this maybe, or what you do for your breakfast. I love new ideas. My friend Emily, out of Oklahoma City, she's with Team Pro Physique, Paul Ravella's team, which is fantastic. I met him a few years ago when I was super pregnant at an NBC Oklahoma show my teammates were competing at. She makes the coolest desserts that are macro friendly, and I want to try some of them. Also, that's one thing. If you have any like protein or macro friendly, by macro friendly I mean like lower calorie, not a lot of sugar, you know, some sweeteners that have less calories. If you have any desserts like that, send them to me. I would love like a cookie dough one, or like a cookie, or just anything. So, we're about to clean about this week. I'll take checking pictures tomorrow, and we'll put them in here so you can see. Like I said, I'm up about 15-ish. I'm kind of stuck there, so we shall see. But I hope you guys are having a great week. Okay, so I'm at work eating my next meal. And as you can see, it's just the usual. Lean beef, 93.7 beef. I add half of like a small avocado, not the big ones, and about a third of a cup of green beans and a fourth a cup of jasmine rice. And then I add a little bit of light ranch just because I can. And then I love cayenne pepper, salt, pepper. I actually use low sodium taco seasoning in this one, so it's super duper good. So there is meal number 2. Making it work at work, guys. Like I said, I use low sodium taco seasoning this time, and it's gonna be scrumptious. Still at work at the salon and eating my next meal, which is similar but different. As you can see, I am using those chicken skewers, jasmine rice and green beans. And I added a little bit of that sriracha mayo because that's kind of my thing right now. Really into it, just a little bit, because a little bit goes a long way. So instead of adding avocado like I typically would, I'm gonna get the fats from that mayo. So like I said, it's about, use like a teaspoon or less, you're looking at like 30 calories, 3 grams of fat, and really negligible carbs and protein. So super yummy, super filling. Like I said, these skewers from Costco are everything. And then look at that yummy sauce on top. You guys know I do a bowl, so I will mix this all up, but it is scrumptious. Meal prepping helps a lot because when you work, you can't really leave. It's already done for you. I didn't start meal prepping until this last year. I used to just grab and go, or like make it each day as I went, and then I would get really stressed out when like I didn't know what I was gonna eat next. So this takes the guesswork out of it, which I love, and I've figured out what I like and how to make it. So definitely recommend meal prepping and stay on task that way. Still at work, almost done. It's about 4:38. I think I'm gonna grab a protein shake on my way back to the gym, and so that will be my next meal, or a pre-workout meal, if you will. And then I'll take you through the rest of the day. It's dark, but I am walking into New Life Nutrition to get a little pre-workout protein shake. You know, I know you can make them at home, but honestly, these places are convenient, and in off season, they're okay, at least for me. So I'll take you inside. So I'm at New Life Nutrition. Got my chocolate with a little bit of chocolate chip protein shake. And then I'll take you through a shoulder day. So, I'm so tired from work, but I got goals. I gotta get, look at these orange hands, by the way. Pro tip, pro tan, wear gloves, because the mitt goes through. I gotta like use a peel to get this off. However, I've got a nice glove. All right, so this would be meal 5, and at a friend's, we ordered kava. Kava is so good if you haven't had it. It's like Mediterranean. You make a bowl. It's bomb. So I make mine more like salad based. So I did a bunch of spinach, a little bit, like a light portion of white rice, and then extra chicken. So it's yummy. And it fits my macros. This is one of 2 places that I eat out. I do a lot of Chipotle or kava when I can. But super yummy, super macro friendly. Honestly, it's prep friendly. So you can do it off season or on. So yeah, I'll show you my last meal, which will likely be... My last meal will likely be like my little yogurt thing that I've shown you guys. So the yogurt with the little cereal by Schoolyard Snacks and blueberries. It's kind of a little sweet treat before I go to bed. So, that's it, folks. The last meal of the night. So I had to be super quiet making my last and final meal because everyone is asleep. So I made my famous little concoction: Greek yogurt, blueberries, touch of honey, touch of Truvia or stevia packets if you want an extra, sweet. I like it a little sweeter. I actually ran out of the Schoolyard Snacks cereal, so I used this rice cake bar that I found at Sprouts that it has dark chocolate on it. It's like 96 calories a bar. Macros are great on it. And that's what I'm using for the crunch, because essentially I'm just looking for a little texture and crunch. And then a drizzle of honey and that 3/4 of a cup of the Too Good plain vanilla yogurt. So I'm going to enjoy it. And what I like about this too is it's like that little sweet something that you want before bed. You could reach for a cookie, you could reach for ice cream. One thing I do want to do or try, because I mentioned wanting to try some protein or macro-friendly desserts, is to make some protein ice cream. A lot of people love it. Or protein pudding. I kind of like it with that rice cake bar. Maybe we switch to this because I get like a little chocolate too. That is really good. It's funny how sometimes you have to improvise when you don't have something on hand. But I'm definitely hitting up the grocery store tomorrow to get extra things I need. But anyways, that is my last meal for the day. I hope you enjoyed my full day of eating. Let me know if you have questions, comments, concerns, etc. Happy to answer. And I'll take you through a bit of a shoulder day. So good night. As you can tell, I'm getting sleepy. Good night.